Hello everyone, in the last video I have placed all the necessary configuration. So in this video I'm going to add some controller and displaying this index.jsp page. So in order to do that I'm going to add one folder called controller. So I'm going to write a controller class which is a home controller for our web application. So home controller. Okay, so now this is the first controller that we are writing as part of this Spring MVC project. Now in order to designate this as a controller, we will have to annotate it appropriately. So the annotation for that is controller. So add the controller. Sorry. So now this controller component is supposed to be intercepting some HTTP request. So this annotation for that is controller. So the Spring MVC will then know that this is a controller component. So we are going to. So we have created this controller. So this control component is supposed to be intercepting some HTTP request, that the request should have a unique URL pattern which is going to be unique to home controller. Okay, now that in order to do that, there is a annotation that in Spring MVC which is get mapping. Okay, so this get mapping annotation will take the URL request, that whatever you want to display. I'm going to take the home. Now I'm going to create a method go home. So this is for server, we are in home controller, and now this return the index page that I want to display. Okay, so if this string index is the name of the view that we are going to display, so index.jsp. So I have already discussed in the architecture before that the controller will decide the name of the view that we are supposed to go to, so that this is the view that I am going to map there. Now the dispatcher servlet is going to pick the view name and work with the view resolver, and then resolve that to the index.jsp template, and carry that response, and then carry that as a response to the browser. Okay, so once we are adding this basic home controller class, so let's now build and run the application. So to build and run the application on your left side of the IDE, so click on Maven tab, so expand this and go to lifecycle and clean and install. Okay, so on that life cycle I selected the clean and install as the dockets. So clean and install is basically going to help create a WAR file for this project. So that's why I wanted to have, so that we can run it on Tomcat. So once we have that WAR is ready, we can just go to the Tomcat 7 under the plugins here. So this is the Tomcat 7 plugin. These are you can see all the WAR files here. Okay, So I'm going to select the run var. Okay. Now finally you can see that you have, so that this says that bootstrapping of dispatcher servlet. That happened for us. So it's completed initialization. So everything is ready. Let's open the browser and access the URL pattern. So I'm going to run this application on port number 8080. Open the browser, localhost 8080, and then application name, which is in the pom.xml. And then give the controller that you want to display. So I'm going to display the controller called /home. So because that is the only controller that I have till now. Okay, it's working. Okay, I hope you understand. Thank you so much. Bye bye.